So I didn't know comparative literature existed until I applied to Berkeley, but I was always interested in exploring literatures from different cultures because I love foreign cinema so much. So I knew that just combining my love of literature with my love of foreign cinema, that comparative literature would be a good fit for me.
I actually found out about comparative literature when I was looking at the College Board Book of Majors when I was a senior in high school trying to figure out what I wanted to study. And up until that point, I had wanted to just do English. But then I saw the description of this major and it said if you're interested in traveling in foreign languages and different literatures, then you should study this. Once I was accepted to Berkeley, I looked into the department more and realized that this was an opportunity to basically study everything that I was passionate about within one major.
The thing that caught me was different literatures. I've always kept my Spanish at home, English for academics. And so what CompLit lets me do is use my Spanish in an intellectual academic way. And that's really what attracted me to it.
For me, discovering CompLit was a bit of a happy accident. I went into my last year of community college knowing that I wanted to study literature and also kind of vaguely knowing that I wanted not just to stick to English, but also to expand my knowledge of Russian and French. And I remember going into the transfer center and picking up a list of majors and like kind of reading through and getting to CompLit and just like alarm bells going off in my head. And it just sounded like everything that I wanted, and Berkeley has the best program in the country for it, so that's how I ended up here.
The fun part about comparative literature is that you get to learn complete new languages. I learned French at my time at Cal. Like, I got to Cal, I had never taken French before, and I took 3 years and became really proficient in it. I can speak it, I can read it, I can write it, and it's all because I'm majoring in comparative literature. You get to develop a new understanding, you get to talk to people who you might not have been able to engage with before. You get to experience places and experience cultures and be able to communicate in their language because you've learned it. I would say it's just fun. It's amazing.
One of the things that I really value about CompLit is that it's interdisciplinary, so it would allow me to pursue a wide variety of my interests rather than having to zero in very quickly on what I wanted to study in the future. So I've taken classes in Slavic and in French and in classics and in sociology and in a host of other departments, and all of that has really allowed me to widen my horizons and figure out exactly what it is that I want to do.
We want to focus on literature. Literature is important to us, but then there's always a plus. Literature and politics, literature and music, literature and the visual arts. And this becomes for all of us a stretching experience because we learn from each other, and we're very happy about that.
I would say comparative literature is like the interdisciplinary studies of literature. It allows people to blend in a mix and a variety of literature pieces, of cultures. It captures different stories, narratives, whether it's coming from marginal experiences or dominant narratives. It allows people to go in depth into different cultures and societies, times, spatialities. It's a breadth that you cannot necessarily get with other majors.
It is a very interdisciplinary major, and I'm finding connections between my classes constantly. I don't think that you get that in every department. I don't think you have those connections that are being made so much when you're not delving into many different subjects and different frameworks or different ways of looking at history or at literature.
For me, it's just understanding that literature is no one thing and that it's been many different things in different times and places. And comparative literature is about that, how many different things literature can be, what it's used for, and why we read it.
I would say that comparative literature is basically two things. An interest in literary theory and its relationship to literary practice, but also the desire to burst the bubble and become interested in languages other than the ones that you know or grew up with.
The thing that really makes this an amazing place for me is the community, and I feel that I've had some wonderful classes. I'm taking a class with Judith Butler right now on Kafka and law, which is so appropriate at the moment and so relevant, and also with Judith Butler. There's a stereotype or a myth at research universities that professors are there to do research first and teach second. That hasn't been my experience at all. All of my professors are like amazing academics, but they're also really engaging instructors. And they're all really approachable and generous with their time, and it's only at like moments where you step back and go, oh, you've been cited in every article that I've read about this topic. You're like you're a leading expert in this field. It's really an amazing community to be a part of.
I love Complit because every student here is so unique, and every faculty and professor are really open and friendly to share their personal experiences with you. I feel like it's the most precious experience you can ever get in such a huge public school.
No, I think comparative literature is very relevant today. It's all about this interconnected between literatures or languages or between people. And I think comparative literature is a great basis for anything, right? Because you have your analytical side, you have your knowledge base of literature, authors, philosophies. And so I think it's a great base for anything that you want to do post-graduating.
I think of all of us as scholar activists, whether we're working in classical antiquity or medieval literature or Renaissance literature. We are able to put together whatever our specialties might be with issues of our times. Literature speaks to what newspapers cannot say. Literature opens a space for a contemplation. It's said time and again that what we do in the humanities is to teach critical thinking. But critical thinking right now is really what we need. Our department is very much an activist department in that respect because we study difference. We see how difference is constructed. We see how otherness is constructed. We see how race is constructed. We see how nationalities are constructed and the discourse on nationalism is constructed. And we're not going to let that slide away. We've been doing it. It's not that we just discovered this week, but this is part and parcel of the comparative mission.
One of the extraordinary things about comparative literature is that it actually invites you to do the kind of careful work of actually studying and mastering a foreign language, Hebrew, Arabic, Spanish, French, and really getting into the depths of an alien tradition. So diversity not in sound bites or in quick, easy, consumable portions, but the kind of commitment that you need to really explore what it means to come from another place or another time.
One of the reasons why I like it is because it's smaller. So I kind of have that confidence that I won't get lost in the crowd because we are a smaller department.
Most of my classes have been under 20 people. I'm currently in a 5-person class. I've been within Complit, I've had 10-person classes, and because of that, you really do get to know the professors on a personal level and have really individual and personalized discussions with them, which you don't get in the massive lectures that I think a lot of my other friends have had to deal with.
Unlike other departments, a large class in comparative literature, there are a few that have 40, 50, 60 students, but most of the classes will be in the 20s or fewer. So, and there will be seminars that you can take where you'll get to work really intensively with a professor and a really small group of students. So it's a great experience in terms of the intimacy that you can get.
In Complit, we know the names of our students, right? Hey, this is not a minor thing. I'm teaching this freshman seminar right now, and my computer science students tell me that they're in courses with 1,600 kids, and they learn through the television. No, we are the flesh. We are the flesh of the teaching staff on this campus, and we're very happy about it. So yeah, take a class in Complit. Join us.